then you'll be deported back to where they killing folks at with the money. Hello, somebody. Because the love of money is the root of it. The love of the money is the root of all evil. Which while some coveted after, they pierced themselves with many sorrows. And then scriptures also say, covet not after. So don't go after that. That means don't go after it. And some of our sanctimonious so-called people that's in position that claim to be delivering people think the same way. But why can't you just say it like this? Hey, how about a couple of millionaires come to you and give you an opportunity of a company where if you look at the God Corporation, it came from God. So the next person can't tell me God didn't create this for me. You can't tell me God didn't make a promise for me. He made a promise for me as clear as day, all out in day. And in 2 days, the God Corporation reached 10,000 plus people in 2 days. So just imagine how many people is about to reach for the rest of the kingdom of God, duration of the time of the kingdom of God. Just imagine if it's already demonstrating now, guess what it's going to be demonstrating later? See, people wishy-washy when it comes to the kingdom of God. Yeah, they not really the head and not the tail. Above only, not beneath. The lender, not the borrower. They flip it around and they twist up with seducing spirits that cause them to be, they conscious to be hot with iron. Yeah, but ain't nothing they can periodically do about it but cast it out of them or get it cast out of them. You know, one thing that God has shown me is I specialize in casting devils out and bringing sight to the blind and raising the dead. That's something that I've already done. A person can't tell me what I haven't done because you don't know me. You know, religiously, I could tell a person, you don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. You know, you only know what I've allowed you to know. And even when you thought you knew, you still don't know, because there's a deep side of the kingdom of God that you will never, ever know unless you've experienced the power and the connection of what God has done. I can't tell you that I had contracts galore. You wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe that God didn't promise. You'd be saying, God didn't promise you nothing. But God promised me everything because I'm the CEO of it. If he didn't promise me, why do you see it happening? Why am I doing a God corporation? Why am I running my own network? How am I telling people that God is a creator who can create what is creative if God did not bless me and pour me out a blessing that I don't have room enough to receive? How come he giving me favor with not only God, but also man? If he didn't promise the universe, the same God that you say you know is the same God that talks to me and gives me instruction, and I've been doing it before the foundation of the earth, before I even came in a connection with folks, united with people, network with people. God had been doing stuff from the beginning. Ain't nothing new. I wouldn't let nobody try to hoodwink me or bamboozle me and trick me and tell me that God did not make me a creator who can create what is creative. They got to get on with that crap, because I tell you off top, God has already done it. I could tell you I was what that came on time, and I am a creator who can create what's creative, and I'm right on time for the time that we're living in. You're not before your time, you right on time. Yes, you are. It's time today to really connect to the purpose and destiny that's on the inside of you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Everything that you need is on the inside of you. May not physically be in your heart as of yet, but it's inside the ramification of where you are, if you've deposited it in you. See, the Holy Scriptures are your treasures. If they, where your heart is, your treasure is also. So if your heart is with the kingdom of God, then guess where your treasure is? In the kingdom of God. So the God Corporation is going to produce everything that you need. As I was going to tell you, I was just an employee. Today, I'm a CEO of a corporation. And other people were bringing me so many opportunities that I don't know where to stop from. I ain't just got to go and put in an application. No. It's so many opportunities that is amazing. I joke you not. God has made me the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower, because I understand I'm a creator who can create what is creative, because I did the works that God told me to do. I didn't have to do as much as the next person. I just did something. I wasn't standing still. I didn't stay lazy. I did something, and I gave God something with what he wanted from me. You know, when I was required to do something, when he asked me, even if I didn't feel like it or precisely didn't understand what God had gave me, I began to operate in the supernatural. And this is what I want to tell you, not to sound traditional, stuck up sedity, but confident in the words of the Lord. And I tell you today, as a king and a priest unto God, the people of the God Corporation are going to be some of the blessed people that you ever seen in your life, because the God Corporation itself is a corporation that's built off faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I said faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you don't see my faith in works, then there's nothing there. But let me show you, it's for a certain time. Just like I said, I was an employee at one time before. I had to go do some little basic stuff. So I've been there, I've done that. But then there's a point where God tell you, you got to get out of where you were, and you got to step out on faith with me and trust me and lean not to your own understanding. And I had to do that no matter what it felt like. Sometimes I felt like I couldn't take it to the next extra mile, but I did, because I leaned not to my own understanding. And you got to know, you cannot lean to your own understanding with this. Word of the Lord, or the words of the Lord, or the testimony or testimonies of God. I want you to get connected to the God Corporation. And you say, how do I do that? Well, it's basic and simple. You can connect with me here on this particular network. Lender, you know, so if you can lend information to people who didn't have it, you already blessed and highly favored. I said that's enough. All you got to do is have the opportunity that other people looking for. And that's the blessing. That show you that that's faith. My God, that's something to get excited about right there. Faith without works is dead. But if I show you my faith with works, the creator who can create was creative. And God said specifically that we were to lend to many nations. See, we ain't even getting it to the point that your neighbor needs you. Each neighbor could have been building nations, a city, state, but we just stunted our growth and we went halfway. So we don't think that. Nobody thought that. No forefather thought that. And when people begin to think that, other people become fearful of you. They say, oh, now where did that come from? Well, first and foremost, it comes from the words of the Lord. He the one that said, when you leave, I'll take you to a place that you don't know nothing about. And he said, I'll begin to bless you. You know, he began to do that through many people. We've seen it through history. They left somewhere, went to another place, and got blessed in a different way. We need the little currency to do this and that. We need to know to show y'all we're in agreement. But we ain't going to get stressed out and throw in a towel and all that. See, that's from a different kingdom. But when you connect with the kingdom of God, oh my God, that's a whole nother mindset. You know, we live by faith. Let me introduce you to that type of faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let me get you connected to the connector. It's time to get connected to the connector. So won't you get connected to the connector? Join the God Corporation today. Hit us up at 313-978-7243. Again, that number is 313-978-7243. You can be a creator who can create what is created to happen. I just obeyed him. When he asked me to do something, I asked him, what does it mean? And he began to show me what it means. And he showed me how to declare it and decree it and walk in it. And that he was with me even when I didn't get things correct or I didn't catch on as quick as I needed to. He was with me. He never left me. He never forsake me. And he gave me this vision of the God Corporation that I now give to you. And it's time for you to run with the vision of the God Corporation. You are a creator who can